community, your favorite baker, Joy Special. So in today's video, I'll be introducing you to essential baking tools. We all know that baking tools makes our work easier and faster. So here is what I consider to be the most essential baking tools to outfit our bakery. Because baking tools makes our work easier and faster, so we all need them in our home or in our bakery to achieve a good job. So here are the baking tools I consider to be the most essential equipment and tools to outfit our bakery or our home for those of us that bake from the house. Our baking tools makes our work easier and faster. So what we have here is our digital scale. We use it in scaling or measuring our ingredients before baking. So the next tool we have here is our measuring cups and our measuring spoon. This measuring cup and measuring spoon, it comes in different designs and in different prices. It depends on the one that you want to make use of. So we use them measuring our dry ingredients. For the spoon, we also use the spoon for measuring our maybe baking powder. So the next tool we have is our mixing bowl. We use our mixing bowl in mixing our dry ingredients. A baker will need a several bowl in mixing ingredients. Here we have our baking tin. You can call it a baking tin or a baking pan. It comes in different shapes, in different sizes, depending on the one that you want. I have the circle one here, the square one. Here is the circle one, then the square one. Then this is a rectangular form. Then I have the smaller one, which is the queen pan here. So the next tool that we have here is our nozzle. It comes in different sizes and in different shapes. What I have here is 1M. Then this is a piping bag. We use it in piping, making a design on our cake depending on the type of design you want to use. After putting your buttercream, then you will use your scissors to make a small cut on it, then you pipe your cake. Then here we have our smoother. We use it to smoothen the edges of our cake. The next tool that we have is our alphabet cutter. They have different designs in the market. We use it to make a letter on our birthday cake. Then we have our spatula. We have the plastic one and the iron one. This is the one I have here. As a beginner, you also need this tool. So right here is our hand mixer. Though there are different sizes and types of mixer, a beginner will definitely need one to avoid the stress of mixing manually. A hand mixer will only be suitable for a beginner. So we use a hand mixer to turn our butter. As a beginner, you need it. Then here we have our sieve. Use it in sieving our flour. They have different types in the market. The iron and the plastic one, depend the one that you want. Then here we have our beautiful cake comb. We use it to create a very beautiful design on our cake. If you'll be making a buttercream cake, you need that comb. Then this is another smoother. If you cannot afford the other smoother, which is the gem smoother, you can get this one. It is affordable and it is cheap in the market. So whichever one works for you, use. Then here we have our measuring tape. This is measuring tape. You can get it in a cake shop or in a tailor shop. You can use it to measure the size of your pan or maybe the size of your cake. You need this tool as a beginner. Here we have our rolling pin. Rolling pin comes in different sizes. So here is the big one. We also have the small one. So whichever one works for you. Here is the small one. You can actually get this one for yourself if you cannot afford the big one. Use our rolling pin in rolling out our fondant before covering our beautiful cake. So the next tool that we have here is our embracer and our scraper. We use our embracer to emboss on our fondant. Maybe after covering your board, then you will use your embrasure to emboss on it just to create a beautiful design. Here we have our serrated knife. We use our serrated knife in sculpting our cake or scraping off our cake. Here we have our cooling rack. Yes, after baking your cake, then you pour your cake out from the pan to the cooling rack so that your cake can cool on the rack. It is also an essential tool. You need it as a baker. Okay, then here we have our different cutters. It comes in different shape and in different sizes. We use it in making a beautiful design on our fondant cake. Then this is another cake comb, the iron comb. If you cannot get the plastic one, you can as well get this beautiful iron comb to create a design on our buttercream cake. All these tools you're seeing here are essential tools. If you are a home baker or you are a new babe in this industry, you all need these tools to achieve a good work for your clients. So we have here is our kitchen knife. You also need this kitchen knife in your bakery. Here we have our glass plate. You also need this in your bakery. Then we have our cooking spoon. You can get the big one, you can get the medium one, whichever size that you want. Then here we have our pizza cutter. Use it in cutting out the excess fondant on your cake. You can as well use it to cut out your chin chin depending on the size and the shape you want. Whichever one works for you. If you don't have a pizza cutter for your chin chin, you can use a kitchen knife.